It is traditional at this ceremony to read the charge of President George Norland to the graduates of class of 1935. The charge can be found at the back of your program. And Associate Dean Wobbekind will deliver the charge.
So since I see people actually reaching for it, it's actually in the middle of the program on the page that says Academic Regalia. I think it's particularly interesting today because a lot of the comments that were made in the various speeches by both the students and by Dean Reddy really embrace a lot of what is in the Norland charge. I wanted to give you just a very brief background. I know most of you probably never heard of Norland or know who George Norland is, and he's a great figure on this campus and on the University of Colorado system. We've had very many great alums from the University of Colorado. 4 Nobel laureates, dozens of MacArthur scholars, 14 astronauts, Heisman Trophy winners, and even this music hall is named after one of the all-time great music composers, Dave Grusin, who's an alum of the university. But nobody's considered with more respect or dignity than George Norland. He was a professor of Greek at the University of Colorado from 1899 to 1942, and was referred to by his contemporaries as the kindly professor, much like the economics professors in the program. From 1917 to 1939, he served as the 5th president of the university, and he was known for many significant achievements. As you walk around the campus, you'll see some of the things that occurred during his tenure. He oversaw the Charles Crowder architectural redesign of the Boulder campus that you see Italian Renaissance architecture. He helped raise the funds and build the library that now bears his name, the Norland Library. And even the quotes above the entryways are from President Norland. My personal favorite is, "Who knows only his own generation remains forever a child." And while these achievements are significant in and of themselves for an institution of higher education, he's remembered a lot more for his principles. While he was known for his kindness, he must have been one tough son of a gun. In 1924, the governor of Colorado supposedly took orders from the Ku Klux Klan, which controlled the Colorado legislature at that time. One of the orders that came from the governor to President Norland was to rid the university of all Catholics and Jews. He steadfastly refused, and the university nearly went out of business that year. Fortunately, the legislature turned over the next year and they reinstituted funding for the university, and the university did in fact survive. Later, in the early 1930s, he did a worldwide crusade denouncing Hitler and racism in Europe, which gave him some national and international prominence. Throughout his long career, he remained devoted to 2 great causes: the life of the mind and love of the university, feelings which are inscribed in this charge to her graduates, which he gave in 1935, and the university gives at every graduation from that point in time. You are certified to the world at large as alumni of the university. She is your kindly mother, and you are her cherished sons and daughters. This exercise denotes not your severance from her, but your union with her. Commencement does not mean, as many wrongly think, the breaking of ties and the beginnings of life apart. Rather, it marks your initiation in the fullest sense into the fellowship of the university, as bearers of her torch, as centers of her influence, as promoters of her spirit. The university is not the campus, not the buildings on the campus, not the faculties, not the students of any one time, not one of these or all of them. The university consists of all who come into and go forth from her halls, who are touched by her influence, and who carry on her spirit. Wherever you go, the university goes with you. Wherever you are at work, there is the university at work. What the university purposes to be, what it must always strive to be, is represented on its seal, which is stamped on your diplomas, a light in the hands of youth. If its light shines not in you and from you, how great is its darkness? But if it shines in you today and in the thousands before you, who can measure its power? With hope and faith, I welcome you into the fellowship. I bid you farewell only in the sense that I pray that you may farewell. You go forth, but not from us. We remain, but not severed from you. God go with you and be with you and us.